The worst customer experience that I've ever had is when you go to somebody who just really doesn't care.
Being redirected between two different companies, like I think 3 or 4 times.
10 authentication questions. Thankfully, I remembered all of them.
It was painful. There's got to be a better way. Fraud protocols or authentication protocols are usually built for everyone to go through. If 1 in every 5,000 calls is a fraud call, then you're making 4,999 of your great customers that expect a great service go and jump through all of those same hoops.
We have the opportunity to improve that customer experience at the same time as we're improving the security of that process.
Pindrop is a leader in voice security because we have built a massive set of technology over time.
The ability to quickly identify, is this the person I think I'm talking to, really drives a big advantage in terms of people being able to naturally interact with you and with your customers.
We're in a unique position to do that. We've been doing that for enterprises for 8 of the top 10 banks.
We're trying to build great technology, and that's hard and it's exciting.
I visited a customer recently who was telling me about what Pindrop does for them. I think within a few months of us initially implementing with them, they were able to catch a fraud call that would have cost them upwards of several $1 million had they not had Pindrop in place at the time.
I was Pindrop's first customer. I'd worked in the brokerage industry for 10 years managing fraud globally. We had experienced very large amounts of fraud going from one channel over into the call center channel. We went through a very rigorous process of looking at the marketplace, the technologies available before we settled on Pindrop. In deploying the technology, we reduced our fraud losses by over 80% in the first year. I wanted to take that information and share it with all of the potential Pindrop customers that were out there.
We want to make sure that people get treated well, and we want to treat people well.
What I tell each and every person in my team, and this is the mandate that they go by, a customer has signed with us, but they're not a customer for today. They're a customer for life.
In the world of fraud, if you're not fast, you're food, which really means we need to be tight partners and swim with our customers.
There are many moving parts in a call center, so we have to make sure that all the folks on the IT side of the house are totally on board. And we try and establish the business value or the ROI that we're going to measure after we get the customer live right up front. We actually do a fantastic job because of our product, whether it's the Protect product or the Passport product, to provide great ROI in pretty good time. And typically it's 3-4x times what a customer is expecting.
Voice is important because it's the most natural response. It's how you and I communicate.
It's an inherent characteristic of you. Voice-enabled devices and our interactions with them is a very natural user interface.
So why not secure the thing that is most common for communication?
Right now, we're going to analyze 650 million calls every single year. And by the end of this year, we'll do 1.1 billion calls. Pindrop is not only making sure we provide security, identity, and trust for voice, but to make technology more human in the grand scheme of things.